Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy 2K2Can back at it again. Alright, so it's been a couple weeks now and I've just been really busy with work and everything, but here I am back at it. Alright, so I'm gonna do something I haven't done on this channel yet before. I'm gonna do a trade everyone rebuild. So I just simmed this past season with the Pistons, so this is our roster right now. I'm pretty sure we don't own our first overall pick this year. I think the Clippers have it. So this is everyone we have to work with. I think we're going to lose a few of them in free agency. We'll sign some players in free agency. And then as soon as free agency is over, we're going to trade every single person on the team. We're going to see what kind of squad we can build up. And then we're going to see if we can win a championship or how far we can go in 1 year. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, we don't have our first overall pick. The Clippers have it. It would have been the 7th overall pick. Not a big deal though, because we would have had to trade them anyways. So we got our staff all set. Now moving on to the draft combine, I'm probably going to just skip all over this. I'm going to skip all the way through the NBA draft. I'm going to skip over the rookie signings, and team player options is where we can start. So I'm going to accept that because 77 overall, Reggie Bullock probably be a pretty good trade piece. Moreland, honestly that's a pretty good trade piece. I'm going to accept that as well. Not a big contract to have to worry about. So qualifying offers, we have none of those. So now we are into free agency. Before we do that, quickly I want to see how much cap room we have, and we have none. So negative 31 mil in cap space, so we're not going to be able to sign anyone. We might have a mid-level exception, so let's see if we do. See, like Dwayne Wade would be nice. We do have a mid-level exception, so I'm going to try to sign Dwayne Wade. He would be a pretty good trade piece. Give him a player option. Alright, so we're probably going to get Dwayne Wade. Is there anyone else we can sign? Rondo, we'll give him a contract. Alright guys, so here we are at the end of free agency. We picked up Dwayne Wade. These are all the players we're going to be able to trade. I don't know how great of a team we'll be able to make out of it, but I think Blake Griffin will get us some good pieces along with Andre Drummond. So I'll see you guys when I have my first trade. Alright, so real quick, while I was trying to find some trades, I realized that this would be actually a lot better if I just had to do random trades. So I'm going to pair up a couple people at a time, probably a good person with a couple not so good people, and I'm gonna randomly pick a trade. So let's see how many trades we get out of this. I want to at least have like 6 or 7 offers. So this has 11. So I'm gonna do it randomly. On the count of 5, I'm gonna stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Jahlil Okafor and Rondae Hollis Jefferson for Reggie Jackson Jr., Langston Holloway, Harry Ellison, and a 2nd round pick. Honestly, that is pretty good trade. I'm not clearing up any cap space, but that doesn't matter because this is only a 1-year trade, and I'm getting 2 decent players, so that could have been a lot worse. So now for my second set of trades, I'm gonna do Ish Smith with Dwayne Wade and no offers. Okay, so let's just try Ish Smith and Dwayne Wade. No offers. Okay, let's just try Ish Smith and Luke Kennard. Alright, Yeah, there's gonna be some offers here. So I'm gonna count to 5 again because it looks like we have 14 offers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So Ish Smith and Luke Kennard for Seth Curry and Andrew Harrison. Decent trade. Alright, so moving on. Next we're gonna do Dwayne. Does anyone want Dwayne Wade? Just not even straight up. Okay, so Dwayne Wade, we might have to force a trade for him, or I don't know. We'll see what we'll have to do with him. So, alright, we don't have that many players left. We're gonna do Reggie Bullock, Eric Moreland. Okay, and I do not know how to pronounce his name, but so we have 19 offers for these 3 players. I'm gonna count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a pretty bad trade. 2. Okay, that's a terrible trade. We're just gonna move on from that. I don't know how good this team's shaping up so far, but we still haven't traded our 2 superstars yet. I don't know if we're gonna package them in a deal or what we're gonna do yet, but we still have Stanley Johnson, John Lure, Drummond, and Blake Griffin. So let's see what we can get for Stanley Johnson and Lure. Alright, 20 offers, so we're gonna count to 5, and we're gonna count to 6 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, are you serious? Okay, we get... Okay. That's not a very good trade. We're getting Ish Smith back. We're getting Ish Smith back and JaMychal Green for John Lure and Stanley Johnson. We gotta do it, so we're gonna do it. Alright, so since I've gotten so many bad trades this time, I think... So this is the last trade. Or either the last trade or last 2 trades. I'm gonna give myself the option. If I land on a really bad trade, I'm gonna either be able to move to the left once or the right once. So really my only question is, do I want to trade them together or separate? I think I'll get more players and value if I trade them separate. So I'm gonna do Blake Griffin first. Alright, so I'm gonna count to 5 and hopefully it lands on something good, because there's some good trades in here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that I don't like that trade at all. I really don't like that trade. Do I want to move right or do I want to move left? I'm feeling like I want to move left. Alright, so Blake Griffin for Rudy Gay and Alan Crabb. It's not a bad trade. I'm going to take it, but what if I moved right? Nick Young and Isaiah Thomas. I am a Celtics fan, so I don't know. That would have been a nice trade, but we're gonna do it. All right, so we have just 1 trade left to do. Well, unless we can try to move Dwayne Wade, but I don't think anyone's gonna want him. So Andre Drummond. Let's see what we can do with him. All right. Alright, so there's some good trades in here. Alright, so I'm gonna count to 5 and hopefully I get a good trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's honestly a pretty decent trade, but I have so many guards and forwards already. So should I move to the left or right? I want to move to the right. I'm gonna move to the right. Oh, but if I move to the left, it will be the 11th offer. My favorite number. I'm moving left. All right, Paul Millsap and Malik Beasley. That's a decent trade. I'm gonna take it. To the right, I would have been pissed. I think this middle trade's the best, but I gotta do Paul Millsap. Alright. Alright, guys. So this is our lineup going into the year. We got Ish Smith, Allen Crabbe, Rudy Gay, Paul Millsap, Jahlil Okafor, Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, Seth Curry, Dwayne Wade, Andrew Harrison, JaMychal Green, and that's it for minutes. So we got 10 players getting minutes. It's honestly not the strongest lineup, but I can kind of say it's more of a rounded lineup than the Detroit Pistons had before we blew up their team, which doesn't say much doesn't say much good about the organization. But so here we go. Can we win a championship? We'll have to see. I'll see you guys at the trade deadline to see if we have to make any adjustments, and maybe we'll make a few trades. We'll have to see what happens. Alright, guys, so here we are at the trade deadline, and as you can see, we're really bad. We are last in our conference. We're doing really bad, and that's the Eastern Conference we're talking about, folks. Yep, the Eastern Conference. We're going to have to make some trades. We're going to have to change up from the original game plan if we want any chance of even sliding into a playoff spot. I don't know, but we might have to trade everybody on our team again right now. So I'll see you guys when I have a trade. Alright, so I was trying to trade Ish Smith and Allen Crabbe, and there were like no offers. So I decided, why not throw in my next year's first round pick, because it's holding a 3-star trade value right now, and I'm not gonna be using it next year. So I think the trade I'm gonna go for, I think it's between Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo or Kemba Walker, but I think I'm gonna go for Kemba. It's really, Paul George. I didn't see that one. Or CJ McCollum. Okay, I don't know. Or Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn. That would be a big step up. I don't know. I think I still have some deciding here, so I'll see you guys when I make up my mind. Alright, guys, so I decided to start poking around and see what other kind of trades I could do to move my power forward and one of my small forwards in order to make room, or for it to make more sense to pick up Paul George. I found this trade, and it's what I'm gonna take. So now we have Rudy Gobert on the team, and now I'm gonna try to make that same trade and get Paul George on the team. So right off the bat, we're going to have 2 superstars when arguably we had none a couple seconds before that. Alright, so here we go. Pick up a first round in return as well. So now let's take a look at our roster real quick. We have Andrew Harrison, Patrick Mills, Seth Curry, Dwayne Wade, Paul George, Rudy Gay, JaMychal Green, Rudy Gobert, and Jahlil Okafor. So I think I'm gonna really quickly change Jahlil Okafor to a power forward, and his overall does go up 2. So that's perfect. So really we're kind of weak on big men. JaMychal Green will probably have to get some more minutes than he otherwise would, but I mean, we have George and Rudy Gay, 2 beasts. We have Seth Curry, who can score. Dwayne Wade can definitely score off the bench still. Andrew Harrison is having a down year, but only because he hasn't been playing much for us. So I'll see you guys when I fix the lineup. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna run it Andrew Harrison, Seth Curry, Paul George, Jahlil Okafor, Rudy Gobert, Rudy Gay off the bench as their 6th man, Dwayne Wade, Patrick Mills, and JaMychal Green. So as you see, we're a little bit short on big men, but I'd say this is a hell of a lot better team than we had just a couple minutes ago. So now I'm gonna try to ride the rest of this season out, and hopefully we get a playoff spot. Alright, guys, so it's just been a couple probably about 10 games since the trade deadline, and we're probably about 500 in those games. So it's not looking too good. I just changed up the system proficiency and the scoring options, so we'll see if that changes anything. But if in the next 5 games it doesn't, we're gonna just fire coach and see if that can get us in a playoff run, which we're 8.5 games out with about 26 to go. So it's not looking too good, but we'll have to see. Alright guys, so we won the first, but then we lost the last 4. So Steve Van Gundy is definitely out of town. So let's fire him, or Stan Van Gundy, my bad. We're going to fire him. We're going to fire our assistant coach. And is there anyone on the market? Luke Walton, looks like he got fired. You know what? No, Luke Walton, who has potential. Paul Pierce, guess what? We're hiring you as the head coach. Accepted the offer. Let's go. Who has the most potential? Who has the most potential? Let's go. Hired. Let's go. Let's see if we can win the last 15 games of the year. I doubt we can. We're 10 games out. We'd have to win pretty much every game, but the turnaround is always possible. Andrew Harrison's playing terrible. I think I don't really think there are any changes to be made though, so that's it. I guess I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So it looks like we should have fired our head coach a hell of a lot sooner, because other than these 2 losses right there, I think we won like 6 games in a row. That's a hell of a lot better than we did all season. But we're going to finish this year 13th in the conference. It's better than the bottom of the conference. But yeah, it is what it is. We weren't very good. I'm just going to simulate most of this game. Hop in at the end. I want to show you guys a little bit of gameplay with this team that we build that, you know, honestly, next year it has some potential. So I'm going to jump in, show you guys a couple minutes of gameplay, because I know that's what you all been waiting for. So here I am, a minute left in the game. You know, we're only down by 25. Not a big deal or anything. Let's go. Let's go. Be surprised if they take a shot. They'll probably take one. Oh, should have made that. Let's go up the floor, up the floor. Okay, got stole from me. I guess it was a terrible pass. Trying to kick it out to the left on the wing. Put out an open shot. 30 seconds left. I just want one shot with this team. Come on. See, like we have some good players. I mean, honestly, a lot of overpaid, maybe overrated players. Cough, Jaleel Okafor, but like I checked out his player contract for next year. He's set out to make $28 million next year. Where's the foul? What? Alright, Jaleel Okafor fouled out. 9 points in the game. Alright, so checking out the stats real quick here. Rudy Gay, 16 points, nothing else. Paul George, 11 points. Wow, these are some. Rudy Gay, 4 points, 7 rebounds. These are just some players that do not want to play together. That was a pretty bad rebuild. I'll be the first ones to admit it. Just absolute garbage. We ended up with a pretty good team after we retraded all the players we traded for, but 1 year rebuild, it wasn't possible. That's gonna be it today, folks. If you liked this video, hit that like button down below, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I know your song.